Hi everyone, my name is Casey McDonald and I am a single in the Los Angeles First Ward. And I think it's a social obligation for people to be happy. And if they can't be happy, then I think they should give the people around them the tools in order to help them. And I'm a nutcase, so I've decided to put together this short little video to talk about my personal emotions, where they come from, how to identify them, and then maybe a little bit of advice about how to fix it. So, here we go. To start off with, we generally have three different emotions. There is a happy side, an angry side, and a sad side. Now, my happy side is pretty small on the spectrum of emotions. There is rarely a time in which I'm completely content with everything that's going on in life. But then there's also a very sad side, which usually, I hit depression just before I hit really sad, and I'm much more prone to tears when I'm sad than when I'm angry. And angry, I'm much closer to being happy than I am sad. Like, the time it takes to get from sad to happy is a lot longer than it takes for me to get happy to snippy and kind of rude, to be honest with you. I've been able to identify 5 different causes for extreme emotions. The first being hunger, depending on what I've eaten that day. The second one would be stress, things that happen actually in my life. Third is I take an ADD medication because I think way too much. Fourth is PMS, which happens once a month, and I'm sure you're all interested in that. And also being tired, but tired is a special case. Now, at first, I can take a really short trip to being happy, to being very angry, especially when the cause is because I'm PMSing. And this is because of 2 main factors. The first being that I am embarrassed, like I can't spell, and also because I'm very frustrated. I'm frustrated because there's nothing I can do to resolve the situation. I just have to sit here and take it. More gradually, I tend to come off of my medications, and I still end up being very, very frustrated, just like being on PMS, except for instead of being embarrassed, it's much more along the lines of being confused. The next probable cause is when I get depressed, being stressed. I don't like to feel weak, I don't like to feel out of control, and so I tend to get more and more tired as I take on more tasks. However, on the other side of the spectrum is hunger, which also breeds exhaustion as well. So the combining factor here is I'm tired when I'm stressed, and I'm tired when I'm hungry. The reason for this is because when I am sad or upset about something, I usually blame myself. And when I'm angry, it's somebody else's fault. Now that we've identified what these emotions are and where they're coming from, are there any solutions to solving them? When you love someone, you learn their love languages, the 5 different ways that people accept and give love. Touch, words of affirmation, acts of service, quality time, and giving gifts. My personal 2 favorites are touching and words of affirmation. Hold my hand, say something nice, or in the end you can always just feed me. Okay, so that was a lot more information about me than you probably needed to know, but it's a huge benefit to know yourself well enough to help yourself and to let your loved ones know how to help you too. Everybody's different, and if you're really confused and you really want to help somebody and figure out the best way to solve their issues, then my suggestion is just ask them. I'm sure they'll help you a little bit.